I'm in Côte d'Ivoire, West Africa. And today we are eating some incredibly tasty, incredibly spicy food with the Gere tribe. Hey everyone, it's Mark Wiens. Welcome to the city of Guiglo. We're in Western Côte d'Ivoire, or Ivory Coast. And if you're just joining me on this trip, we're traveling to the most remote regions of the country, visiting local villages, learning about the unseen food and the beautiful cultures. Yesterday, we were in Grand Berebi, where we were treated to an incredibly delicious version of palm nut soup directly from the source. Today, we'll make our way up the western side of Côte d'Ivoire. We'll eat a spicy meal with the Gere tribe, experience up close a mysterious mask dance, and have a food celebration in Odienne. Oh, iniche! So keep on watching, get ready for delicious food and some unexpected thrills along the way. We are beginning today at Restaurant La Payotte. She's going to be preparing some of the local Gere tribal dishes, which are from this region here in Côte d'Ivoire. And we're gonna see the full recipes before we eat them. Variety of mushrooms, all the different spices that are gonna go with it. Oh, okay. Oh, some kind of like dried shrimp. Oh, like dried shrimp. Dried fish, I think. Poisson sec. She's just going through some of the ingredients that are going to go into this dish, but one of the main dishes is going to be with...
On va commencer la cuisine.
Okay. One of the main dishes that she's cooking is with cassava leaves. I love cassava leaves, but it's very complicated to make because they have to be prepared and cooked in the right way. But she's showing all these ingredients that are going to go into it, including dried shrimp, dried fish, cassava, a variety of dried mushrooms, some chili and spices. There's so many ingredients that are going to go into it. It's going to be a unique dish.
La viande.
All right, so this is for the cassava leaf sauce. First, those variety of dried mushrooms are going in. Actually, two types of dried mushrooms. Okay.
Je lave le champignon. Maintenant le poulet.
On the stove, there's two different dishes. One is going to be this, the cassava leaves, and the other is a sticky, slimy, like kind of a dish you gotta pull, is how they're kind of explaining it to me. So I'm not totally sure we're gonna find out what it is, but it includes braised beef, which she already has been like cooking down for many hours, so it looks really tender. And then she adds in a bunch of dried mushrooms to it. All right, the dried fish and the dried shrimp. Now, is this one for the cassava?
The
still for that one? Oh, the pleba.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This is like chili powder. Oh, yes.
Salt.
Un peu de sel.
Okay. Oh, and this one is for the cassava leaf. What is the cassava leaf dish called?
The cassava
Sauce de...
is plate bawang.
Sauce de bawe.
Bawang.
Bangwe.
Bawang.
Bangwe. Stew sauce. And she again starts with some of that beef, chili powder, and salt. Yeah. Okay. With the palm nuts, yeah, which are boiled already, I think, and now she's gonna pound them. Okay, cool. Those palm nuts, they've been boiled already, so the flesh is tender already. And then, like, it amazes me just how quickly all of that fibrous material breaks apart. You can even start to get the aroma, that nutty aroma, and also the oils starting to come out.
This is the juice of the cassava leaf.
You know that start for this.
Oh, and all of that fresh squeezed goes directly. Oh, nice. This is the cassava leaves. They're gonna pound them too. The fresh cassava leaves. Nice.
C'est bon, c'est bon.
Okay. Okay, so once that all is pounded until like almost a paste, it goes in. So fine, like a grainy paste, and it's so aromatic, so green. Okay. That aroma of the freshly pounded cassava leaves, it's so green, so aromatic. There's another dish.
Spinach.
This is spinach, which has been very finely shaved, and now it's going to be pounded as well.
Oh. Sala.
This is the cassava boiling. Okay. So this is the third dish. This is going to be for the spinach, pounded spinach sauce. So that's also some of the braised beef. The chili goes in and salt. The onions go in. Oh yes, all of those peppers go in, those fresh peppers. Starting to get so aromatic. Oh, some more dried mushrooms go in here too. Starts to just build in complexity with dried ingredients. The dried shrimp, the dried fish, the dried mushrooms all go in. That's gonna create so much flavor, such a complexity. And now this is getting started on the spinach sauce.
Sauce épinards.
Sauce d'épinards. Elouche palm oil. Oh, yes. Okay. Tapioca flour.
Tapioca. Sala, ça glisse.
Ça glisse.
And now they're getting started on some of the starches that are going to go with the meal, some of the foundations. Two different types of cassava. One is a powdered cassava, and the other, they're boiling the cassava, which they'll pound, and then rice. So it's going to be like 3 total meals that we're having. Oh, that's like totally melted. The leaves have just disintegrated into it now. More beef goes in. Nice. Man, that takes some serious muscle strength. And you can see the elasticity coming out of that cassava. It's getting so sticky. Okay.
Ready longer.
Des leaves.
Oh,
On appelle ça comment?
oh, lots of meat juices. Oh, another bowl of meat juice. When she whipped that up, that got really sticky. Oh man, the meal just keeps growing and growing, making new nuts and like seeds. Oh, that one gets sticky as well. It kind of looks like a tonka nut. I'm not totally sure what it is. And that's a stock made with the dried mushrooms. Just keeps going on, new recipes, new combinations. This one is really cool. This is the pounded seed of the African bush mango, pounded up with some chili. Yeah, all those dried mushrooms. Palm nut
Palm nut.
with the cassava leaves.
Yes.
ça va être technique. Oui, on fait comment? On va commencer à manger.
So,
Je vais te parler Gere maintenant. Tu parles anglais, je parle Gere.
we are sitting down for the meal. Merci, Madame Hélène.
C'est gratuit.
Wow. And if you'll notice, I changed my outfit. In the culture here, this is for special occasions, and it's like really cool. So we're gonna dig into this feast. So many different dishes, such a variety, so many different ingredients, and so much hard work that's gone into the food.
Donc, on vit comme les bobos.
Merci
On ne
beaucoup.
s'attend pas, mais ça roule. Commencer à manger, on commence par le clé. Comment on appelle là? Tapioca, placali, manioc.
Okay,
On commence où?
3 different starches.
Encore.
Oh.
We start with
Do we need the plates? Okay, so we'll begin. Oh, so this one is this one I
Il a
think.
déjà là.
ça, c'est lequel?
Ça, c'est le clé. Plat, plat là.
All right, so we're beginning with the bush mango sauce. You grab some of the dough, the cassava dough. Okay, dip it into that. Oh, that's
Tourner.
so, kind of mix it around. Oh, it's really sticky.
Soulève.
Pull it, grab it. Oh, it's sticky, yes. Okay, here we go.
And then eat it.
On mange.
Oh, wow,
Wow.
it's delicious. This is the one with the wild,
Oui, allons,
the
allons,
bush
allons.
mango seeds. It's just so sticky and creamy and spicy. Oh, I'm dripping.
La paix.
Okay, some of the beef. Oh, I think this is maybe like some of the fish. There's dried shrimp in here. The flavor is so complex. Oh, and then you really want to, oh, it's so sticky and gooey. And then you want to like break it off. Okay, oh, merci.
Manger.
Oh,
On goûtait ça.
Madame Elena.
On goûtait un peu.
Oh, oui. The complexity of all those dried seafoods in there. Okay, we're going on for the next starch. And this one is the cassava flour.
Manger ça.
Okay, cassava flour. Actually, I'm gonna go in for that. Oh, the gooiness,
Okay.
the stickiness. Okay. Oh,
Manger.
oh, mushroom. And I got one of those mushrooms. I forgot also, the base of the whole sauce is the mushroom, dry mushrooms. That's like so many different flavors. The beef.
Maintenant, un peu de riz.
Okay.
Just pause.
This one is sauce de
Épinard.
épinard. This is the spinach sauce. Okay. Oh, this is that spinach which was pounded for like an hour. Bring out all the flavors with the palm oil. Oh, you kind of like mash it in your palm. Okay. Oh yes, the flavor of that palm oil. Oh, c'est bon.
I know problem.
C'est très bon.
Merci. Manger.
Oh, and the nuttiness of those leaves. Oh, the dried fish in there. Oh, that's so good. Got so much flavor. The leaves, the palm oil. Wow. Oh,
Mange, mange.
oh, just munch it. Okay. Oh. Oh, it's hot.
Attention, hein?
Oh, I think that's like, it might even be smoked. It's a little bit like, has a depth of flavor to it. A little bit chewy and fatty. Actually, this beef is also kind of flavoring almost every dish with the broth. The meat juice is almost in every dish. The meat juice, the dry mushroom juice. Wow, that's delicious.
T'as pris à terre pour bain, ouais.
Oh, we're moving on to the next dish. With all the seafood, with the palm juice,
Seigneur.
palm juice with all the dried seafood.
Cassava leaves.
And the cassava leaf. Oh yeah, and then they pounded up the cassava leaves into a pulp and added to this as well. Okay, so same,
She's gonna show
all this
you.
dried fish.
Yeah.
And this one is like similar to a palm nut stew, but it's their own version with the manioc leaves. Oh, merci. Oh, she just keeps feeding me pieces of meat. Merci, madame. Oh, she is the best. Oh. Oh,
Mangez.
merci. Oh, pieces of the dried fish.
Oh.
You've got the flavor. Oh, merci. Okay. Oh, wow. That's a huge bite. Okay, afterwards. Yeah, the nuttiness of that palm nut juice and oil. It's so hearty, it's so filling, it's so rich. Is it common? Is it acceptable to lick the fingers?
Yes, yes.
It is?
Actually,
Okay.
It's better.
It is okay.
Voilà.
A culture that
Voilà.
it's totally acceptable. Okay, now onto the meat. More meat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I am dripping. It is spicy too. All of those chilies that she added into it. Well, everything is spectacular.
Ça va.
Okay, merci.
Merci.
Oh, this is like a local brew filled with herbs that they make here.
On va finir, on fait une photo, une dernière photo.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going back in for the cassava and back into the sauce longue. Sauce longue.
Yeah.
Oh, that gooey stickiness never gets old. It's so much fun to eat, and you just kind of gotta ravel it around, or you need to have a partner to break the stickiness. It's so good and so much fun to eat, but definitely a unique texture. You definitely need to appreciate kind of the slimy, I mean, very slimy texture, but the flavor is delicious. The spice, it's so unique. Merci. Those are cool, such cool toys. Yes. We woke up early this morning. We're continuing our journey, our food journey through Côte d'Ivoire, heading north. We drove to the city of, it's spelled M-A-N, but you pronounce it Ma. And this is a mountainous area. The drive is beautiful. The mountains are beautiful. And this particular city is very well known for their waterfall. So we're gonna quickly stop by the waterfall and then we'll be continuing on. We've got some really cool things planned today, something that I can't wait to share with you. The jungle, the trees are so beautiful, and we're passing by. This is a natural bridge made of some type of a bark or vines. That's so cool. That goes across the river. So made it to the main waterfall, the iconic waterfall. And it depends, right now the water is not so much because of the rainy season. So there's not that much water, but sometimes it will be more full with all the water falling. But it is beautiful, the shelves of water. It's very calm and very peaceful. Bonjour. Nanas? Maybe my soup mark, no? Okay, merci. And then right at the top of the waterfall, there's some fresh fruit stands, some of the local fresh fruit. So we're gonna stop for a pineapple. Ying finds a new friend everywhere. Oh. Yeah, here we go. Fresh pineapple. That is unbelievably sweet and juicy. You could just squeeze it and like you get a cup of pineapple juice. Oh, unbelievably juicy. Oh, so good. From here, we're continuing north to Touba, and we've got a very special surprise coming. Wow, that was a long drive. We are really off the beaten path in a village that was about an hour drive outside of Touba on a dirt road. It rained for a while and it's hopefully now just kind of clearing up. But we are in a village that is known for their stilt dances, which is one of the most iconic dances, traditional dances of Côte d'Ivoire. We'll learn more about it, and then we're also going to have a lunch here. The plan is that we'll get started on the cooking for lunch, and then after that, then we'll be able to. They'll be doing the traditional dance, the mask. All right. Well,
You see who it is.
this is really an honor to be here. Yeah. You can already hear some of the chanting in the background. Oh yeah. Oh, so this is a local rice you could see picking out the rocks. Yes, everyone's coming out. Excellent. It's quite an amazing scene here. The village has just come together to cook lunch. I think they're having a little discussion on how to cook, who's going to do what. A little friendly conversation going on. So a bunch of onions peeling, and then that looks like some dried fish there as well.
Ah, manioc.
Oh, okay.
Est-ce qu'on va Ah, pour faire quoi?
Whoa. So this is some dried cassava that this is gonna go into the recipe as well. Wow. That is some power. Wow. That's amazing. Oh man, that's just incredible. 3 ladies pounding at the same time in perfect rhythm. Hello. Perfect rhythm into a powder, that dried manioc. And now she's sifting that dried manioc after it's pounded into a pure powder. This is one of the dishes we're eating, or this is the main soup that we're eating. Okay. So the rice is cooking, and I guess the cassava, they just wanted to show us pounding the cassava. It's not actually for the lunch. But in the meantime, we're gonna go see the mask. And so Mo, can you tell us really quickly a little bit about the ceremony and the dancing and the mask and the stilts?
Yeah, the stilt, in this case, the stilt dancer is, the mask is usually the gatekeeper between the physical world and the metaphysical world, and that's usually how it happens with most of our cultures. Our ancestors mean a lot to us, and we need kind of like a communicator between us and the
ancestors.
And the ancestors.
Or the deceased.
And the deceased. And usually he sends messages between the two worlds. So he's someone that's very sacred, and in our cultures, in most cultures in this country, at least I can speak about, is that if you have any grievances or any wishes, you send them through dance, through offering to the mask, and then he also translates that to the ancestors who speak to him, and in order to speak to the living. And the mask is picked based on his valor, his sincerity, his honesty. It's just not anybody that can be a mask. And in order to be a mask, in order for the mask to be able to translate those messages, you have 4 things that are necessary. Is the mask itself that he's wearing, the outfit, the spirit of the mask, and the person wearing the mask. And all those four things have to be in line.
Okay, so we're moving over to the central courtyard of the village to see very traditional and also a sacred stilt dance. Bonjour.
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 So we're just greeting the chiefs of the bonjour of the village. Bonjour.
Désolé, on était dans
Bonjour.
la cuisine.
Bonjour.
Voilà.
The elders of the village.
Yeah.
And then over here is where the masks are. Ding, money. Wow. So it's fully started. The dancing, the drumming, the chanting, and then the stilted mask. He goes around rhythmic dancing. It's really fascinating. Oh, yes. That is unbelievable. That was so impressive. I'm just blown away.
Yes,
And one-
Mark,
yeah,
that
one of
was-
the-
that was beautiful.
Oh, man, Mo,
one of the
that
most
was
beautiful dances I've seen.
incredible.
I just want to also say that the mask is not known to the public.
Oh, okay.
He has a secret identity. So even his wife doesn't know that he's a mask.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
She may not see him for long.
he never reveals-
He never reveals.
reveals who it is.
That's what makes it so mysterious and beautiful. Is, because you are chosen, and then no one's supposed to know. It's kind of like a superhero system where someone goes and he turns into the outfit and he does all the stuff, all the deeds that he's supposed to do, and then comes back.
That was a once in a lifetime experience. Wow, just absolutely breathtaking. Okay, the food, lunch is ready. Chai. So here's the soup. We got the rice, we got the sauce, and we're moving to go eat. That's the rice up there. All of the community has gathered rice with sauce, and then there's some meat on the side. And they're just kind of like spreading out. This is a meal for the entire community, the entire village here. And it's so special to be here. The rice and sauce, and then all the fried meat goes on. I think it's fried beef. All right, so the young men are over there with a big basin. I'm sitting here with the elders to break into the lunch. So to grab some of this meat, and then with some of that rice and sauce. Oh yeah, it's a simple, it's a humble meal, but it's just such an honor, such a privilege to be here. And that sauce is a little bit spicy, spicy, and you can taste the onions in it. This is an incredible situation. Can you do that? Oh, that meat is definitely a little bit like very natural tasting. What an atmosphere, though. The elders, the male elders are over here. The young men over there. The women over here, and the kids all eating kind of from a communal bowl, yet all together as a community. This is something truly, truly impressive. Truly, wow, it's such a privilege to be here. The whole meal as we were eating, I thought it was smoked lamb or smoked goat. Turns out it was not at all. It was called agouti, which I think is it's like a rodent, right? A giant rodent?
Yes, it is.
I think it's called a grass cutter. It's so tasty. Ying always finds friends. Oh, iniche! That's how you say thank you in the local tribal language. Oh, okay. Iniche, 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 iniche. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Aki,
See.
Okay, au revoir.
Bye-bye. The stilt dancing was just remarkable. And then we drove for another 2 hours to Odienne. And this is in the northwestern part of Côte d'Ivoire. We're actually very close to, not that far away from Mali here. And here's where we're gonna have dinner. All right, here we go, entering into somebody's home. They've invited us over for dinner. Oh, wow. Bonsoir. 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 Wow. Oh, cool. Pureed banana already. Okay. Then rice flour. That's yeast. Yeast goes in. And this is the rice pudding.
Yeah, there you go. And then water. And then mix it in.
Okay, so they'll just quickly make up the batter for those griddle cakes, including the banana, including the rice starch, including yeast, and then she just mixes that up. And rice, like rice pudding almost. Oh man, so we just walked in here to the courtyard and just greeted by the entire family. They're cooking. This is a local, kind of like a fried griddle cake donut. It's made out of rice, banana, and sugar. That is a huge griddle though. Sizzling over fire. She adds in some oil, adds in the batter, and waits till it fries. Okay, so I'm gonna try it right now. I think everyone is waiting for me to taste it first because all the kids are waiting, so we gotta try it. And I don't think the kids are allowed to try it until I taste it, so it is an honor. Oh, they're like dense, a little bit oily, smell really good. Oh, it's so good. It has this. The bananas are really sweet, but also have a sourness to them. You've got the rice flour and also the rice pudding, and then it's kind of fluffy because of the yeast used in it as well. Well, that's delicious and hearty and thick and slightly oily and crispy. I like how it's not that sweet. I think mainly the sweetness is coming from the banana itself. So it's just like sweet from the banana, crumbly, fluffy and crispy. It's really good. That was the dinner with okra?
Yeah.
Okra and...
eggplant.
Oh, okay. We're not gonna be able to see the cooking process, but they've already cooked it. And the main dish is, what's it called?
It's called Sumbala La-fri.
Sumbala La-fri.
Yeah.
Whoa.
pour faire la pâte, on met
The ingredient that really makes the dish what it is
Yes.
is locust bean powder, which is a thickening agent. So that's what we're having there for dinner. We're getting ready to eat and also try some of the donuts. So we've got the rice with the eggplant and the okra, and then we've got fish.
And then you get to control.
Oh, it's called fatty rice, though, you said. What's the translation?
The translation into English
Yeah.
is pretty much it's a fatty rice.
So it's like-
it's a rice that when done is very oily, it's very greasy. So you can consider it a fatty rice.
Fatty rice. So we're sitting down for dinner. This is a really special meal. Locust bean rice.
Yes.
This is the main dish, the foundation. Ready for dinner.
There's
Some of that onion. Is that tomatoes too? I think it's tomatoes, yeah?
tomatoes and onions, yes. And then you put that in over your rice.
Oh, that's a small mountain
You
of
make-
rice.
You make a bowl out of it.
And then
And then
squeeze it in your palm.
Squeeze it in your palm.
Squeeze it in your
Squeeze
palm.
it in.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Oh,
delicious.
what a dish. Oh, I'm not totally sure if I can pick out the flavor of the locust bean. It's kind of like blended within the rice. The rice is so fluffy. You've got the flavor, it's like infused with the flavor of the eggplant.
Yes.
And then that tomatoey onion just melts in your mouth.
But you can actually see the beans.
The
in it,
beans,
too.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's a powder
It's a powder and
and the whole beans.
just to give it the whole flavor and the smell.
Grab some more onions.
Grab more onions.
Oh, I'm gonna go for one of those chili
Yeah,
peppers.
Get the chili.
Get the chili in there.
Yeah. Scoop out some
Some of that fish.
Some of that fish.
Okay.
Then make a ball, squeeze it in your palm.
Squeeze it in your palm.
Oh, the chili. Oh, that chili. It bursts. It's fruity, it's spicy. What a dish. What a dish, what a combination.
Yes.
That rice is delicious.
Yes.
The locust bean. Oh man. And that sauce is just like onions have been disintegrated. The chilies have been infused. It's oily. It's spicy. It's so flavorful. I'm gonna grab another piece of the fish.
And then maybe some chilies.
Here you go, man.
Yes.
Chilies and that onions.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
All right, the fish.
Yeah.
Oh. You just grab like a
Just grab.
handful
Yeah.
of squeeze, compress.
Well,
Oh man, and those chilies are spicy.
me.
The eggplant just melts in your mouth. The onions melt in your mouth. The chili melts in your mouth and just burns. It's so good. Okay, so I'm isolating some of these locust beans, and it kind of tastes to me like almost like mushroomy. Mushroomy or like a black bean fermented. Almost has that kind of like, yeah, like sometimes like a cheesy flavor to it. It's called Gnomi, and I already tasted it fresh from the fire, but that's actually, there's another step that's typically done before you eat it. So Mo is gonna show us how.
Some milk onto your
Oh, okay.
plate. Yeah.
So that's like evaporated milk, right?
Yeah, it's evaporated milk.
Okay.
The cake, I guess, you split it into 2, maybe even 4. You leave that in.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and you do maybe that 2 or 3 times to fill up your plate. And then your next step now is you pour the powder milk
Oh, okay.
over it. Pour it over it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So this is how it's
Generously.
typically eaten.
Yeah, that's how it's typically eaten.
All
Now
right,
you
cool.
You grab a spoon
All right.
and then you mix it in. Together.
Okay.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Oh, that takes on a whole different like texture and flavor, absorbs all of that evaporated milk. Oh.
So it's a cereal. It's our version of cereal.
Oh, okay. But it's still crispy and gooey and puffy all at the same time.
Yes.
Like almost like one of those desserts where it's like a tres leches, where its milk is coming out of it. Yeah, like it's juicy with the milk. Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah. Cheers.
Oh man, and you just taste the sweetness of the banana as well. Oh, what a way to wrap up this meal.
Yeah.
That just shows the incredible diversity as we made our way up the west side of Côte d'Ivoire. The people, the food, the cultures, it's been remarkable. And I want to say a huge thank you to my friend Mo from Belle Côte d'Ivoire, who has such a passion for sharing about the cultures, the authenticity, the food, and the people. And I'll have his information in the description box below, but he does amazing tours. And I also want to say that tomorrow we have a big day coming up. We're going to some of the local villages to do some cooking, some unique local dishes that you're not going to want to miss. So stay tuned for this entire Côte d'Ivoire food series as we're traveling our way around, eating our way through Côte d'Ivoire. And I want to say a big thank you for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe now for lots more food and travel videos. Good night. I'll see you on the next video.